Take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. See you dealing with a vicious mind, heart cold like Christmas time. Every time I write a rhyme, put it all on the line. No need to hold my tongue, hold the mic like you hold a gun. Haters, I'm the chosen one, fakers, I don't roll with none. Don't you ever test my heart, been a rebel from the start. I ain't got time to play no games, I'm too busy playing my part. Keep my mind on my mission, living by my premonition. View the world with blurry vision, stressing in high definition. Not the man I wanna be, but I began I'm gonna be. How in the hell I'm gonna see the obstacles in front of me? What you know about sacrifice, when life is far from paradise. My palms, they hold a paradise. I stay in clearer parasites, walking the path unknown to most. The ones that I love, I hold them close. Every rhyme I wrote was dope, no jokes, so folks can overdose. Lyrically, I'm legendary, yes, I'm very necessary. Plans to see my adversaries buried in the cemetery. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. You better open the door and let me in. I'm kicking the door off the hinge, still beginning of your end. When you friggin' with my can, oh you wanna be a thief, so welcome to eternal sleep. This is not considered beef, the beef to me is obsolete. For everything that you stole, put a hole in your soul, burning me internally. But why the hell am I so cold? Two wrongs don't make a right, damn sure gon' make my night. Better be ready to take that flight and take a step into the light. Now I'm in a bad mood, there will be no remorse. Now I got an attitude and plan to use deadly force. Now it's time for you to bleed, for your jealousy and greed. My mind telling me to kill, just like it's telling me to leave. Ain't no devil on my shoulder, I'm a rebel, I'm alone. As soon as I pick this microphone, all of my enemies have shown no restitution, retribution in the form of execution. Let them live, watch them die, tell me what's the best solution. Ain't tryna fuss, but it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus it nuts with touch of dust, you tryna check this. You ain't insane, I write your name down on my checklist. You think I'm playing, I leave you laying, I leave you breathless. I'm not a heathen, please believe I'm breathing for a reason. Until I'm bleeding, really feeling this world is so misleading. Sacrifice your life at night while facing certain sorrow. Your existence is at stake, you might not make tomorrow. Lost my heart when I was crossed, don't wanna make amends. Once you smart, my afterthought, don't wanna make no friends. If you're a fraud, then it's so hard to get a second chance. You could die in front of my eyes, don't get a second glance. As human beings, instead of being so many try to be. You ain't seen what I have seen in my society. So F the killers, F the dealers, F the police. Middle finger in the sky till I died, no peace. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. If you gon' tease me, better please me, cause I just can't take it. I'm not a rapist, but I'll whip you, then I'll strip you naked. There is no mercy for your gender, bend you over quickly. Keep my name on your brain, bet you won't forget me. You don't love me, I don't love you, you get no affection. You get no passion from assassin, only an erection. When I was broke, I had no hope, I didn't have a chance. You get no money from me, no kissing, no hugging, and no romance. I told you once, I told you twice, but seems you didn't listen. Won't be a victim to your constant lies and contradiction. Now to you rappers and you yappers with your punchlines. The game is almost over, now it's crunch time. Said you were sick of me, your medicine was dissing me. Should've checked the side effects and how you missing, see. I choked your throat for what you wrote, you are not a singer. You don't get the thumbs up, you get the middle finger. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. I can't seem to hide all the pain I feel inside. The way I'm living life is kinda like I already died. Forgive my sins in the past, the future, and the present. F the liars in the choir, oh yeah, F the reverend. Told you I ain't giving up until they bury me. Ain't sissy, you strong enough to even carry me. All the liars dying in the fire in the end. In this world we're so divided over dividends. Spend the last of your stash, collecting fate. Bet your cash turn to ash in that collection plate. I'm not religious, but they fill us with this nonsense. If they could, then they would kill us with no conscience. I ain't preaching, I'm just teaching, reaching for your soul. I ain't nothing like the deacon, I'm speaking what I know. Only God knows the truth, I just wait and see. With my middle finger up, waiting patiently. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger to the world, every man, every woman, every boy, every girl. Middle finger up at all times, I ain't lying. Middle finger up at all times, I ain't lying. Middle finger up at all times, I ain't lying. Middle finger up at all times, I ain't lying. Middle finger to you and you and you and you and you, yeah. Middle finger to you and you and you and you and you, yeah. Middle finger to you and you and you and you and you, yeah. Middle finger to you and you and you and you and you, yeah.
What is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I am back with another episode of Man Talk Monday. Oh, man, hopefully everybody is enjoying their Monday evening. Hopefully everybody had a great, productive day at work today. If you work, we know there are people that aren't gainfully employed, so they do have the luxury to sit on line and run their mouths all day long and night. Um, I don't have that luxury, so. But before we get started in the show, real quick, I did want to let everybody know that the interview that I have scheduled for this Thursday with the brother Ashraka is just pushed back one day to Friday. Um, Family matters came up, so we just had to push it back just one day. So that interview will be Friday at 6:30 versus Thursday at 6:30. And as it currently stands, I don't plan on having any shows next week, at least for the beginning of the week, because I kind of want to let the election stuff, lay out. Election day is next Tuesday, so I kind of want to let that just lay out. And there's no telling what Venkat and MD have planned. So I kind of just want to give them that time. You know what I mean? Because I know they work so hard on the TAFIS politics throughout the year. Let me see. Anthony Manzana, have you guys done interviews with up and coming guys in the independents that haven't broken through yet? Hey, listen, are you talking about wrestling? If you're talking about wrestling, no, I actually reached out to an independent wrestling company for a show that we went to, and they wanted me to reach back out to them to get a wrestler on. So if you're talking about wrestling, no, but we have interviewed up and coming MMA fighters. And then I just do random interviews to people in the biblical world. So if that answers your question. But before we do get started, I do see Mike in the back. I think Kev said he probably was going to be late because he had to work with a client or something like that. But nevertheless, we will get started soon just because, we got to be out of here by a certain time. Shout out to Ricardo in the building. Shout out to Keela, wherever she is. So I did want to finish yesterday what happened. So we were at the Dolphin game yesterday. Tremendous experience, terrible result. So, the Dolphins did let me down again. The old joke that when I die, I want the Dolphins to be my pallbearer so they can let me down one more time. That's kind of how I felt, man. They always find a way to snatch defeat from the hands of victory. And it's funny, yesterday, my wife, when she heard me say that, she was like, now I know what you mean. Because she was there with me. So she was at the game with me, and she saw firsthand them snatching defeat right out of the hands of victory. So when she saw that, she was just like, man, now I know exactly what you mean. Trevor, we need to move on from this disappointment of a no. None of that. No, there will be no hate to the Samoan sniper over here. I'm team Tua. I am team Tua. I agree. Chris Greer needs to go. Mike McDaniel may need to go, but I'm team Tua over here. Now you saw how different that team looked yesterday. That team looked like a real football team yesterday versus what we've been seeing the past 3 weeks. So I can't agree. I can't rock with you on that one. I'm team Tua over here all day, every day. So I don't know, man. I know people don't like them. They say, they don't like the wind up and all that stuff, but I'm team Tua, man. So, that's a Samoan sniper, man. I'm a fan of the kid too, but with the injuries, yeah, I mean, do you think the Bengals are saying that about Joe Burrow? He's been injured a lot, but fandom is what it is, man. You like who you like as far as your fandom, man. Just make sure and be here Sunday. Then you want to talk to her, make sure and be here Sunday for the Dolphins deep dive, as I will be reviewing the Miami Dolphins versus Buffalo Bills game, which I I clearly think that's another loss. Because the Buffalo Bills are daddies, and I stated on the Beyond the Scoreboard that every player on the Dolphins should get Josh Allen's face tattooed on their ass, just because he owns them so much. So that's where I stand with that. But like I said, we do have the interview. Okay, so Kev is here. So we got the interview this Thursday coming up. No, we got the interview this Wednesday. Oh my God, I'm going crazy now. We got the interview Friday that was supposed to be Thursday, but we just pushed it back one day. Wrestling with Reality will be doing the last show of the Vince McMahon Netflix doc, which, man, that show has been a revelation in itself, man. If you haven't watched us cover the Vince McMahon documentary on Wrestling with Reality, do yourself a favor and go back and watch it. Last week, I literally just denounced Vince McMahon. After all these years of defending him, I just couldn't, after seeing what I saw with the Owen Hart stuff, I just couldn't defend him anymore. So, and then this week is I want to say, I think Venkat told me they're going to touch on the Chris Benoit stuff. I hate the Hurricanes. I'm a Seminole fan. I'm a Seminole fan. Let me see if you can see. You see right in that corner? You see what that says back there? You see the Seminole helmet? You see the Seminole football? I'm a Seminole fan. I hate the Hurricanes. So I'm getting it from both ends. The Seminoles are historically bad, and the Dolphins are a big disappointment. So I'm getting it from both ends. But definitely, and in 2 weeks, we'll be covering the Ring Boys scandal. We were going to touch on it Wednesday, but it's going to be too long. It's too much to cover. We're going to give it its own show. So not this coming Wednesday, and then hey, Manny B, shout out to Manny B, welcome back, bro. Manny B, I was at the game yesterday, man. I was hoping, you know what I was hoping, of all hopes, that somebody would have came up to me and been like, damn, you're that guy that be on the internet yelling. I was kind of hoping that, low key, but we ain't get that big yet. It's soon. But yeah, man, but the Seminoles are historically bad. The Dolphins stink. So I mean, it sucks for me. It just sucks for me. And I don't really care about basketball like that. So I'm a Heat fan, but who cares? You wait until the playoffs for them. But nevertheless, I do see 2 or 3 of my co-hosts in the back, man. I won't belabor the point, and you guys may hear a little scratchiness in my voice. It is because I was yelling my head off yesterday at the Dolphins game. Check out my shorts, and you'll see the videos that I have been uploading. Man, when Tua came out of that tunnel, that place erupted. So I don't want to hear nobody tell me the Dolphin fans didn't care about Tua. When Tua came out of that tunnel, that place erupted. And when he scrambled for that first down, the Tua chants were going crazy, man. I wonder how it came off on TV. I need to watch that game over. When I go to wrestling events, I like to watch the show when I get home. I haven't had a chance to watch the Dolphin game yet, so I will check it out. I want to see how it came off on TV, but no, I have not watched Halloween Havoc yet. Halloween Havoc came on last night. I have not watched it yet. That's on my list of things to do. I got so many things to do. I got to get ready. I got to get ready for this Ring Boy scandal. I still got to finish episode 6 of the Vince McMahon documentary. So I got so much stuff I got to get prepared for, which I'm going to probably be trying to cram all that in tomorrow night. I still got to watch Monday Night Raw tonight to see if I could do a 5 count later. Who knows, man? I just got so much stuff to do, which is why I want to kind of reset during election week. Take like a soft reset and just, get things back on track. I still have my movie review for the Toxic Avenger that I had to release. So there's a bunch going on, man. I'm making new intro videos. I'm doing all type of stuff. If one of the guys on the panel say something fire, I got something better than a bomb for them tonight. That's all I'm gonna say. So whoever says something fire, let's go see who can be the first one to bring it out, man. But I don't want to keep my co-hosts Not Toxic Movies, Ricardo. Toxic Avenger. The Toxic Avenger is a movie that came out in the 80s, man, about this. Yeah, just look it up. I'm gonna be reviewing that as one of the whitest movies ever. I'm gonna do, you know how white people are always reviewing black stuff and doing black culture. I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna start reviewing white stuff and doing like the whitest movies ever and stuff like that. Toxic Avenger, damn sure fits in that category, man. But like I said, I don't want to keep my co-host waiting any longer, man. Y'all make sure and smash that like, share, and subscribe button. On the other end, we got Man Talk Monday for you. We do got a great show for you today, man. I hope Wayne put the APB out for Wayne the second week in a row. Wayne, where are you? We need you, Wayne. I need to hear your thoughts on something. But we will be back on the other side with what you guys came to see. Man Talk Monday, exclusively on the Straight Talk Society.
Acknowledge me. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. See you dealing with a vicious mind, heart cold like Christmas time. Every time I write a rhyme, put it all on the line. No need to hold my tongue, hold the mic like you hold a gun. Haters, I'm the chosen one, fakers, I don't roll with none. Don't you ever touch my heart, been a rebel from the start. Ain't got time to play no games, I'm too busy playing my part. Keep my mind on my mission, living by my premonitions. Through the world with blurry visions, dressing in high definition. Walking the path unknown to most, the ones that I love, I hold them close. Every rhyme I wrote was dope, no jokes, so folks can overdose. Lyrically, I'm legendary. Yes, I'm very necessary. Glad to see my adversary buried in the cemetery. Man Talk
Monday. Yeah.
Straight Talk Sessions live. You can acknowledge me. It's Monday. It's Man Talk Monday. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
But we have a responsibility and a duty to be fathers. Not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter. So, be a man.
Shout out to E in the building, man. I do want to say this just to give you guys an idea of what my plan is. Because I mean, I love doing the live stuff, but for me, my passion is more in the doing the behind the scenes videos and stuff. So that's why I'm really excited about this Toxic Avenger review. And just so you guys know where my mind is, I've been watching the Omen series over, because that's the next thing that I want to review, because I think that's one of the greatest psychological horrors. They have it in the horror genre, but I don't think it's horror. I think it's more psychological, just because it plays on so many biblical aspects. But that's where I am. That's coming up soon. So when I get a chance, that's what I want to do. So hey, enough of that though. Nevertheless, man, we do have what narrative. I don't know what we're talking about with that, but We do have young Master Kev in the building. What's going on, Kev?
Shalom, Kings. Shalom, chat. And yeah, I'm all right. I'm on my 28-day streak. You know what I'm saying? Storing nuts for the winter. So I'm feeling great, actually. I feel like my superpowers.
So, oh man, hey, listen. The last time you brought this up, the show completely got derailed and we didn't get to do what I wanted to do. But that's the beauty of what we do here. But let me introduce Mike before I get back to you. Don't. I'm coming right back to you. Last but definitely not least. Oh my God, what is wrong with me today? Last but definitely not least, Big Money Mike in the building. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's poppin'? Literally woke up 12 minutes ago, about to get on this parenting kick. My daughter's on homework time, so you guys handle that business.
All right. Yeah, so Kev is on 28-day streak of in the most non-homosexual way, no nut. I guess. Correct, Kev?
Semen retention sounds more scientific.
Semen retention. So shout out to Venkat in the building. So basically, he's not beating his meat for he hadn't beat his meat in a month.
Right.
And you say that's going good for you, huh?
Oh yeah, I've literally felt it. I feel my energy is coming back, especially when I like walk around the supermarket and I talk to girls. I look at girls because it's like, yo, I ain't never noticed ass is like so fat. Ass looks so nice. and like I'm already feeling that extra push to like talk to new chicks. Like I got a stud's number this weekend. Normally I would just like give a compliment or like, look at him and let them be. But I was like, yo, let me be bold. And I low-key feel like she felt my energy because like the whole time she's like touching me. I'm not gonna go into details, but yeah, man, like I'm feeling the results from like 1 month. I'm trying to see like how 2 months, 3 months, a year is gonna look. So we'll see how that goes.
So
that's a week past my record. Congrats.
So Mike is on the kick too. So hold on. So because we just not gonna gloss over that. You said you got a stud's number?
Yes, sir. She was there with her 2 girlfriends. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want her to be on blast.
So you big jaw around this mug now? You messing with the lesbian homie?
He ain't the only one.
Yep.
Oh whoa! Mike said he ain't the only one. You too,
bro. They are women.
Facts.
They have the same gonadal physical structure as Barbie doll female. So I don't care.
Honestly,
Mike, you got the most. You the hard. No pause. You the hardest dude I know when it come to these women. I could not.
Now, you know what it is? I judge off of what you try to present yourself as. So if you're walking around saying I'm a baddie, then I'm judging you from a baddie standard. And you don't meet baddie standards, I'm going to tell you that. I judge myself off of a goofy fat dude standard. So from a goofy fat dude standards, I'm about a 7.5.
Hey, Mike.
You should see yourself as a 10, my guy. But
yeah,
you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I tell women all the time that you can't judge yourself as a 10 because for 2 reasons. 1, you're not a 10. And 2, that leaves no room for growth. Calling yourself a 10 in your mind, fantastic. But calling yourself a 10 in reality makes the things harder out here in the world. Because I believe a big reason relationships are so difficult is because there's a lot of women out here that are really 6s that think they're 10 because of makeup and clothes. And because the only makeup and clothes for men are cars and money, it doesn't balance out. So and I've shown, Trevor can vouch for this. I've shown him pictures of girls without makeup and girls with makeup, and they are not the same human beings. But in their mind, they think because that makeup gets caked on that they stole from drag queens, that they feel like, oh, I'm a 10. I'm out here. I'm fire. And then they look at dudes in their range like they're beneath them. And Trevor, I'm not saying, I know when I say drag queens, people start laughing and joking. I'm not kidding. Women used to have makeup that was, I'll use their word of the month, demure. They used to have makeup that was nice and it was light and it was, you remember when you were little, they were like, you put a little bit goes a long way. Then drag queens, you feel me? Then drag queens came out and they started, quote unquote, beating their face because they were men trying to look like women. And women jumped up on the list and were like, oh, we want our face beat too. And now it's like a whole new person. And you don't look like that, because when the makeup comes off, you go back to looking like the snagger-tooth heifer that I knew from 3rd grade. Be that chick. Be her. There's a person out there that likes her. But if you come out here acting like you a dime, and then the dime dudes see you, and when you get the makeup off, they're like, oh, no. Now you saying men ain't nothing because she threw you away. But I'm going to stop.
There's this video. There's not just one video. There's a bunch of them. And I often share them a lot. You guys send them to me. E sends me a lot of them that I call witchcraft. Like whenever you send them to me, my only response is witchcraft. Because it'll take like the most basic looking unattractive woman, and then they do the whole makeup thing, and you're like, whoa, what's going on here? So I 1,000,000%. But again, that's why we romanticize 90s women. Everybody always say, oh, y'all always talking about the 90s women. Mike always talk about 90s fine.
That 90s booty.
It was so basic, so simple, so subtle, but they accentuated the positives. Whereas now, shout out to Bones in the building. Whereas now, hey Bones, who's leading in the pool? I didn't even get a chance to check.
Bones better be leading after the games I saw.
Oh, okay. I need an update. You didn't guys send me an update. But they nowadays it's just like the overdoing, and then we can get into the whole BBLs and all that stuff, which is funny because after a while they end up regretting it. When they get older, they're like, oh man, this ain't it. You know, I didn't want to do this, but you know, that's besides the point. But
no, it's not. That is the point. That's why we exist, Trevor. Just like I tell them ladies, you know how when you used to have ladies on the show and they'd be like, let them do what they want. Me and you were saying no, because this is what you're going to regret in your 40s. Teaching your 5-year-old to be a thought on a pole is cute when they're 5, when it leads to all the other foolishness they have to go through in their 20s and 30s, and now they 40, like, man, why'd my mama tell me this? I shouldn't have been doing this. I should have been more conservative in how I am and how I present myself. That's what leads it. When they're telling these girls, oh, it's okay to have a thought your whole phase in your 20s, and then in your 40s, you're like, why can't I connect with no man? Oh, because you didn't have so many pipes ran through you, you don't really connect like that no more. This is what I'm trying to tell them. Don't do it early. Don't do it.
So man,
trying to be a sex worker, I'd say.
Everybody say that again.
Unless you're trying to be a sex worker, then I say go for it.
You still don't need it though. Still don't need it though.
You're right. You don't need it. You could be a sex worker that had 4 people, and you be fire at sex work.
So Manny saying BBLs are nice. Ricardo saying don't get it twisted. You'll still hit a BBL. That's not the point, Ricardo.
That is the point.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
Men are taught to be quote unquote horny freaks. We would hit there. Yo, I'm not even gonna say woken up. I have finished, and I'm sorry, Trevor. I have finished orgasming at 5 p.m. And at 5 p.m. and 42 seconds, I've wondered, why the hell am I with this person?
Post-nut clarity.
Post-nut clarity. You feel me? So who I smash is not representative of who I want to be with, or who I'm going to commit to, or who I'm going to give my life and my resources to. That doesn't make sense. That's stupid.
Zay just sent us a video the other day. I think I sent it to you guys, but a guy was breaking down post-nut clarity. Bro, you don't realize how a lot of decisions you make, boy, after that nut, then you just like, oh man,
you always regret it.
Like, what the hell did I do?
Better than that.
Like, what do we do? Because they always say at the end of the night, somebody got to go home with. Everybody got to go home with somebody. But you know, Mike, they call us misogynists for this type of talk.
Hey, I call myself honest.
So Kev, now let's keep it real.
What's up?
Again, you're a young, good looking fella. You think that you somehow not beating your meat is somehow making you stronger?
Of course.
How so?
I'm storing all the energy out of given out otherwise. Because like I said before, when it comes to your semen, like it's full of like nutrients that you would need for yourself, and you're giving it to the baby. So there's that. And then also it's like a natural like mental energy that you're keeping for yourself. So like now that I have like all this pent up aggression that I would have given out, like if I would have, you know what I'm saying, slept with a chick, now I can put that into like different avenues and for work. And also it comes out like I said, when it comes to like talking to women, because I've been trying to get Mike to do his quotas, you know, like I've been doing, which is basically like, you know, give a compliment to a chick. It doesn't matter if you think she's pretty or not, but just give a compliment to a chick so you can get used to talking and being natural. But yeah, when I do that, like I'm getting like more it feels like more desire like in their eyes. Like I can tell like in their eyes, like they really feel that compliment that I'm giving. So but yeah, that's the main thing. And then also like it just makes you feel like a better person, because like we just said, when you bust that nut and you get that post nut clarity, you be like looking at all your 100 tabs on your computer screen. You look down and you're on page 212 looking for the nastiest damn video, and you're like, man, what is wrong with me, bro?
Hey,
like, damn,
I
don't get
can't
that
disagree.
feeling
I can't disagree.
What was that video that I saw? I'm trying to remember the name of it so I can go back and find
be
it.
typing in keywords, get somebody else.
That was hard.
But yes, man. Oh, to answer Manny's question on the homie. Oh, no, not on the homies. On all the studs, bro. On God, bro. 28 days. I'm telling you, you should try it.
No, some of these, like I've seen some of these women, man, and you'd be like, damn. And they supposed to be studs. I mean, and it's probably, I guess, because they're the manlier of the two, but they both bad. So no, I get it. They normally give off that energy though, where they're not trying to give you their number because they want to be a man so bad. So that's why
bro, they're damn near more feminine than feminine chicks.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. When they around women, they manly. When they get around man, that stuff turn right off. I'm telling you. I told you the story about the JJ and the J story. Remember that? I know Kevin remember it. But yeah, man, when she was around other girls, she was like, hey, what you doing, girl? Da, 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 da. When them girls left, she'd be like, oh my God, I got her number. I was so happy. I'm like, I know, girl, come here. When I hit, trust me, when I hit, ain't no toys coming out, ain't no DDs coming out, ain't no anything flopping or flaccid coming out. None of that. That's when she with her girl, let's do your thing. But when you with me, it's pure femininity, bro. And it smells delicious.
I know. I mean, I know studs that have kids. So at some point, they love dudes. So yeah, I mean, there's a woman still down in there somewhere. But so there we go. We totally went off topic, but it's fine because that's what we do. Now watch me get things back on track here. So this was Wayne's show. Spending hours looking at a video from 2012 trying to describe it in a Google searches for 30 website. Hey Manny, that no lie, we talk about these whitest movies that I'm reviewing. There was a movie that came out in the 80s. I could not remember that movie at all. Like I couldn't remember the name no matter what I came up with. So what I decided to do one night, you know, they got the AI generator now on Google. So I typed in what movie had kids stuck in an elevator and one kid uses braces to get them out of the elevator. And no lie, Midnight Run from the 70s came out. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been trying to remember this movie for 20 years now. So yeah, I get it, man. You start typing in them descriptors because I remember those movies from the 80s. I love 80s movies. Anthony said, do you guys think that there's pressure on men? Wait, hold on. Do you guys think that's a pressure on men thought by women that they have to be a stud in the bedroom to produce children, and that's why men sometimes underperform in the bedroom? So wait a minute, hold on. Because
I know men underperforming in the bedroom.
Hold on. So do you think that's pressure on men? So I guess the studs. thought by though by women that they have to be a stud in the bed. Oh, okay. Now I get. Okay, now I
don't
get it.
explain it to me. I don't.
Okay, now I get what he's saying. Do you think that is pressure on us that women think that we have to be studs in the bedroom? And then it gets mental as to why we underperform. So they always, a lot of them lie all the time. Oh man, my man got to be able to go all night and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And they build that up in your head, and now you can't go all night long, and you get in there and you squirt like battery acid 2 pumps in. So
Okay, that was funny. I never heard that saying before. That was funny.
I think that's what he's trying to say.
Squirt like that. I'm using that. Squirt like
battery acid.
Nasty.
Or
I like that.
or when you hook up a new sprinkler and that bitch just go.
No, Trevor. I'm sorry. I haven't done all the manly stuff you have, Mr. Sprinkler Fixer.
That's hilarious.
Good Lord. You know what I'm saying? But
I installed a whole sprinkler system in the backyard.
I can open the box. But I'm gonna say this to all the men out there. Let me get my camera on. I'm gonna say this to all the men out there. Look at me. WJBT. Okay? Women just be talking. I'm gonna tell you like I know. Okay? Don't and I would like to apologize to all the women that are hearing this that are gonna get mad and they're gonna say I'm wrong. And then later on when they think about it, they're gonna agree with me. Most women just be saying what sounds fly. Okay? I've had women, oh, I can't. You remember I'm gonna get you sucker. Oh, he gotta be 12 inches. He gotta have it. His wallet gotta be. I'm gonna ask you a question, bro. If that were true, why is there so many broke men that got hella babies? I'll tell you why. WJBT, okay? Women say what sounds fly in the presence of other women or on TV or to look good. And I'm not saying men don't too, but we're talking about women now. But I know they're gonna say something. So some guys do as well. But women say things that sound fly because they want to be seen as higher ranked, or they want to be seen as more classy, or that they not. When I was in school, they used to hear girls, I'll never do that. Ew, that's nasty. I tell people all the time. Been with 2 white women my entire life, all the freaky, nasty stuff you ever heard me talk about, been with black girls. All of it. They just as filthy and horrible and nasty as the white girls. They just don't publicize it because white girls are allowed to publicize it and still be seen as, oh, she's some kind of material. Black women don't have that advantage. But trust me, they're filthy and horrible, just like we are filthy and horrible. They say, oh, you gotta be a stud in the bed. Bro, if they like you, matter of fact, I heard a woman say the other day, she was like, they asked her, when does the size of a D don't count? And she said, when I'm in love. And it's a fact. They love you. You can have 3 inches of hard marble. And she'd be like, oh, I don't know what it is. This is the best I ever had. Now, of course, when she talked to a homegirl, she might cap. You know what I'm saying? She might say, whatever. Or when she's mad at you, she's going to be like, man, that little dude wasn't doing nothing. But when she love you, she's squirting all over the place.
So I'm gonna send y'all. See, hey, that's why I love this. So we didn't completely change the show dynamic, but that's fine because now the chat putting in all type of things now. So I'm gonna send y'all. I'm obviously not gonna say it because where I am, but I'm gonna say. I think I told you, Mike. You know what? I'm gonna just put it in a private chat. No. I'm gonna see you. There's somebody on YouTube that does videos, white girl, and she'll always show you. People will ask her sizes of things, and for the most part,
they wrong.
She always settles for like 3 to 5 because she's like, man, what the hell do I want anything bigger than that for? It's just so yeah, they be lying when they talk about I want somebody with a 13-inch, cock and all that. But they and I could tell you, a lot of women. They'll tell you, man, hey, don't be on me pumping all night, bro. Just get it in and do your thing. Don't we be in there talking about, man, I'm gonna stand up in this 30, 40 minutes, an hour. They be like, hey, bro, don't be in there too long like that. Just do what you got to do and be done.
I learned that in my early third. Go ahead, Kevin. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was gonna say foreplay is king because you really don't have to have the best motion in the ocean. As long as you turn her on and keep that oven warm, Like, yeah, she'd be ready for the climax.
I learned that in my early 30s, fam. I'm a known. There was a song by Missy Elliott called 1 Minute Man. And when I heard that song, I was like, oh, they ain't gonna play me. Not me. And I started going, dum, 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 dum. I was listening to Cat Williams, hit it, reset, bow. Like, I ain't trying to finish quick at all. I had a woman literally she stopped. She's like, hold up. I was like, what's up? She was like, I got work in the morning. Like, what are we doing? And I was like, what you mean? She's like, I done caught my two. Can you hurry this up? Like, what? I'm like, yo, I'm trying to. She was like, hey, bro, don't let that stuff on TV fool you. I was like, oh. I was like, well, we ain't got, I'm a different type of dude. I'm like, we ain't got to finish. I did something that made it speed up. And she was like, thank you. Now come cuddle me and let's go to bed. And she was dead serious.
Hey, Mike, most of them wear that like a badge of honor, being able to make you bust, because they wear that as a badge of honor. Like they literally, they love that. People, y'all need to come to school. Just come to school. Come to school. This is school here. Stop doing what you see. Can't come too early and can't come too late. Yeah.
Hey,
I do whenever I want. You bugging.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all gentlemen out there, check this out. This is the school I go by, right? She posts the bus before I go in. With my foreplay, she supposed to have one. So even if something go wrong on the intercourse side of the game, she still caught one, right? I try to go for 2 to 3. I want her to catch one before, catch one during, and then maybe if I got some, I'm gonna go round 3, catch another one. But if she get 1.5, that's gonna have to be it. Because women like to play a little game where they want to hold on to it because they want a bigger one with you. I tell her, hey, this ain't that type of night. You better get your quick one and let's go to bed. This ain't that night. And I'm gonna tell you, and this the last one.
You see what E put in there? Anything after 15 minutes, that pum pum whack. Hey, E,
Hey, I've had a bunch of women look at me and he ain't wrong, because they look at me and go, is it not good? And I'm like, no, I'm just not. This ain't the night.
That's what I'm telling you, Mike. They wear that like a badge of honor, being able to make you bust quick. Yeah. Bro, you know, on YouTube they always doing like the Blue Chew commercials and the thing that
and the new Roro thing,
the thing that Unc was promoting. So hey, I told wifey, I said, man, I'm gonna get that. She said, who you gonna come next to with that?
Facts. I'm
like, what you mean? I'm like, man, I'm about to stand up in it all night. She was like, you ain't standing up in nothing all night.
Facts. Hey, I'm gonna tell you 2 quick things. Every time you talk, you make me think of something else. There's a lady on, I think she's in a gymnastics class or something. She goes around with a tape measure and she has women, she'll give them a number and she'll be like, pull out 4 inches or pull out 6 inches or pull out 12 inches, right? 99% of women don't know what 12 inches is. 99% of women don't know what 5 inches is. They don't know what none of them sizes are. They just go off of what they hear. So they should be like, pull out 3 inches. They'd be like, eh. And she's like, no. And she's like, oh, damn, that's bigger than my boyfriend. I thought it was this. So once again, they just be talking. Don't listen to them. But off of that, back in my 30s, I used to, how can I say this without getting in trouble? I used to loan people a certain blue pill that I got from a friend, and they would loan me some money to balance out the equation. Okay.
Mike's alone this.
I loaned it. It was a loan. And they would, because like I had a connect from anyway. So I had a homeboy or whatever, and I would sell these to like a bunch of like old white people or a bunch of young black dudes who wanted to see what it's like. And one day I was like, man, let me see what's up. Bro, when I tell you I've never had more complaints in my life the next day, Shorty looked at me like, hey, bro, first of all, my hip hurt. Second of all, I don't know what you thought you was doing, but don't ever do that again. I don't know. She's like, how you gonna bust and keep going? Like, what was that? I was like, hey, man, I took one of them joints last night. She took the box and threw it out the door. I had to go outside to go get the box. Like, you know how much money? I mean, how much I was loaned for that box? So, like, women don't want that. I know it sounds good. You hear them on TV, you hear them on the songs. You got to be in it forever. They don't, real women, these are not real women. Real women want the connection. They want the romance. They want the feel that you're with them, and then they want the orgasm, and then they want to watch 2020 like the rest of people in the world. They ain't got time for this foolishness. They want to watch a late night Family Guy. They ain't got time for this. Roll up in this, rub my booty, let's go to sleep. They ain't got time for that.
Massage it.
I just like literally. I'm telling you, hey man, Ricardo talking about using old Jamaican remedies. Yeah, hey that Guinness stout. My dad used to make up all type of stuff, man.
Yes,
But
sir.
so yeah, you talking about being in no 30-40 minutes. That's.
Oh no, I was in there for an hour and a half, sir. So my back was hurting. I'm talking about I woke up the next. You know how you sore from the original workout, like your first workout in years. My back was like that. And she was like this the next day. That what your dumb ass get. You don't ever do that again. I was like, I was in pain. I'm good on that. That's a young man's game.
That don't even sound fun.
So wait a minute. Anthony says, didn't Cat Williams also say that young men take Viagra not because they need it, but just to last longer?
Yeah.
But again, like what women really want that though?
They don't. I'm telling. It's only thoughts that think they're supposed to do that because you gotta have plenty rounds with me. It's just talk. It's just talk. The little Kim Foxy Brown Trina that came into the Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion. It's just talk, bro. Because I guarantee you, ain't none of them chicks doing that. Ain't nobody with 3 kids trying to have 5 hours. Ain't nobody trying to do that.
You got a vagina. You can't say that's definite.
No,
I'm telling you from all the vaginas I've mastered in my life.
I've heard from a lot of them. I've heard from a lot of them that they like, nah, bro, you can't do that. I put the name in the chat. I put the name in the chat. So she does the ruler thing where she'll measure various things and be like, You know who that is, Mike. When you see that name, you know who Ricardo. I know Ricardo knows who that is. But and
a lot of chicks can't take no Big Jimmy anyway. Can't take. I have a great story I call from the couch to the front door. I had a chick running. I'm like, yo, you said you wanted this work. She's like, just go easy. Take your hand off my stomach. Don't touch me.
I'm a lover. I'm a lover anyway, though. I listen. I like to cuddle and stuff like that. So, and I like, Zay said this best to me, and I 100% agree. Like he like, man, I'm a pleaser. I want to make sure that she good. That's why this beard is great is on YouTube. I wanted to be all. I wanted to be all. This ain't gray.
Okay. Oh, talk your shit. Talk it.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get to this.
Talk your things. This was what the show was supposed to be. Talk it.
Yeah, barbershop talk for your ass. This is how it is. Barbershop talk, bro. Hey, man, I'm a pleaser, man. It's just how I am. I love to hold on, because I think I hear my daughter. She always finding a way over here when I'm doing this.
Oh, my baby too. I hear them footsteps. I'm like, she ain't gonna walk in. Yes, she is.
Make sure I don't hear piece of cliff in the building. You have to be careful using high performance drugs because you can pass out with a heart on like Kevin. Those because their blood, they're stimulants, so they rush blood. So yeah, you could that's why I've never used a Viagra or nothing like that.
Don't.
I do want to try.
So you know what I'm gonna tell y'all what I did use one time. The show already off the rails. The hell with it. Hey, only island people gonna know what I'm about to say. Stone. Because you grow up in a Jamaican household or any island household, Kev, you might know about this. And your dad would send you to the corner store with $10, and you'll bring back a little brown piece of rock that you're supposed to just wet. You're wet and you rub it and you wash it off. And those things that you boy. So my dumb self one time, I'm like, okay, well, the more the better. My dad was like, hey, a little bit. He said a dime size and wash it off. I went and put the damn near half the stone on there. 2 weeks. Couldn't do nothing for 2 weeks. Oh, Wayne is here? Where? I don't see Wayne. I don't see Wayne.
Yeah, he's messaging us on the WhatsApp.
Oh, I'm not looking at my phone, but let me see. Yeah, because I don't see him in the back. Yeah, I hope he didn't come in on the wrong link. I sent two. I sent one to the email, and then I sent one in the WhatsApp group. But yeah, Stone from the corner store. You remember that?
That's remember
that? I wonder if they still sell that, man. But man, my dad had like a tenderoni or something he was messing with. He'd be like, "Hey man, when you coming back home, stop by the corner store and get me a Stone." I'm like, "All right, I got you. I got you." So,
I really want to try fruit. It's just a theory right now, but with fruit, like the watery fruit, like grapefruit, watermelon, mango, stuff like that, it helps like hydrate your blood, so that way you can get like the best like stiffness, and it works the same with women. So I haven't tried it yet, but I definitely want to like see how that would go.
You know how you know I'm a weirdo, bro? I don't care nothing about that. I want to find out whatever I could drink to get me back to the days where I could leave a half a gallon on a chick.
Wait, what?
I'll send you a video.
I'll
send you a video.
Thank you.
I'll send you a video from a doctor.
I missed that. I used to hit the walls. Now
I'll send you three supplements in my cabinet right now. I'm gonna just tell you, zinc, DHEA, and oh my god, and maca root. There you go, right there.
I heard about maca root.
There you go, right there.
What was the middle one? DHTA?
DHEA.
Okay.
They're all natural. They're all natural. It'll have you like that. It'll have you like the water faucet. Just when the pressure build up too much on the pipe, and then it's a
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to. I want to change stuff. I want to be like, damn it! I just bought these sheets. I want that.
Zay sent me this video months ago, and it was from a doctor. Like she used to work in the hospital. Anthony, I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm gonna let them answer it because I'm a married man. Oh, Manny talking about the pink cocaine. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Nah. Y'all going crazy now. I don't know what's going on here. But answer that. Yeah, answer this question. I can't do that one. I'm a happily married man.
Sir, there are not two when it comes to sex, there are not two sides. It ain't white and black. Latinas got their own section. They got that because, bro, never in my life did I love vowels like when I mess with a Latina. Because you hear every vowel and I, bro, it's the man. And I get all the papito, and I got all this. Oh, and they start, yo, it is the greatest. And here's the thing. I don't know whether it's how they're raised, but they have this need for you to feel it. This need for you to know you was in this, that you gotta have the best nut you ever had with me. I don't know what you like. Black girls will be like, you ain't finna tell my friends you ain't bust with me. But Spanish girls, it's not like, it's like you're gonna know in your, I don't care who you tell, in your heart for the rest of your life, you gonna know what I did to you. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. Can I sign up for that class in triplicate, please? Please, I want all them classes. And they put it on you, man. And you know what? They're not stingy with the letting you know you putting it down too. I like that. I ain't gonna say her name because she's married now, but yeah, I've had a couple. Woo! You bringing back memories. Your boy likes to spend, and the difference. Black women do the pop, which I love. Popping is the joint. I guess y'all call it twerking now, but it ain't the same. It's a little different. Spanish girls have the little swirl with it, so it's a little swirl when they on top, bruh. I don't know what that swirl is. Real dudes will tell you. It's like when you get in top and then they do their head like that and they get that little extra feel. You know what I'm talking about. Because up and down is good, but up and down with the swirl is different. They do the swirl, I'll be like, I'll be learning new Spanish words like, ay, castígame. If you know what that means, it don't matter. Look it up. But I'll be learning Spanish and saying Spanish words out of nowhere when I mess with them. So bro, they on a different level. They on a different level. And they be the first ones to hop up, get a warm towel, wipe your boy down. You know what I'm saying? Your boy like to wipe down. Your boy like to wipe down. Cause my mind used to like keep going till I stop moving, hop up, get a warm towel. I'm like, ooh, I got another bath. And then go take, man, she was so clean. I'm gonna stop talking.
So
I'm sorry.
Anthony says, let me clarify what I'm asking. Are they more like black women personality wise, where they don't brag about the type of stuff they do to their friend, or are they like white women who love to talk about it?
Oh, white women are their own thing. When you grow up in a society where the only thing that can knock you down in rank is if you're caught messing with the wrong type of guy, you're free to do whatever you want. As long as their family don't think they're marrying a black dude or marrying some kind of dark person, they can do whatever they want. That's why they have all those little rules, like even if you're Christian, but if you go in the back door, it don't count. Or
As the
if
Mormons.
the Mormon, but no, they got other ones. They got I told you about the one with the bed. You get the friend in the bed, like the guy puts it in. All right, so check it out. The guy puts it inside the girl, and then they have a friend jump on the mattress. So they're not actually doing it. It's the motion of the friend that's getting them to do it. Hey, you know I ain't make that up. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the real thing. Because
What
in their
the
mind,
hell?
it's the truth. As long as you don't cross those certain taboos, their value as white women still exists. Black women, Spanish women don't have that. They have to say it again.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They have to hold it because I know women like to say, I do whatever I want. I could do what I want. I'm grown. They're lying. Women just be talking. Because if they weren't lying, go ask any woman you talk to, hey, what's your body count? And if they don't come back with the number, you know I'm right. They're gonna come back with the who you think you are, or if you need to ask that, then you're not a real man. Anything that's not a number means they're trying to hide it. And if you're trying to hide it, it means you know there's less value in you having miles on your vagina. No, don't. Hey, call me what you want. Say I'm wrong, because Mike is right.
I'm looking at this comment, man. Shout out to Wayne in the building. What's up, Wayne?
What up, fellas? Yo, what's happening, everybody in the chat?
Oh my
What's
God,
happening?
what the hell? What the hell did you walk in on to? Hey, so Wayne, I did want to ask you this before we got into this conversation.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get you wasn't on last week. So I wanted to hear, oh shit, we wasn't on last week. You wasn't on the week before. I did want to hear your thoughts on Obama chastising black men just because we're about to go into the election.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man, there's so much, man. I didn't like it, of course. I think it's a false narrative to push, because here's the thing. I'll just say this. If it mattered that much to the Democrats, first of all, mathematically it's incorrect. I mean, still in large, black men vote Democrat no matter what. It has nothing to do with the woman. I mean, because if that's the case, then what's your argument for Hillary? I mean, over 80% of black men voted for Hillary.
Bars.
So I mean, it's just, and then another thing, if it was that important to the Democratic Party that black men voted for the Democrat in this election, then they would have had an agenda in the beginning for us, and they didn't. So to come at the end of the race and to say, well, basically, if we lose, it's 10% of the black men's fault. It's all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? To me, it shows that they're losing, and it shows that they're going to lose. And let me preface this. I am not a Republican. I am not a Trump guy. I am not even a Democrat. I'm not a Kamala guy. You understand? I think both parties screwed up. But I will say this. I think the Democratic Party need to take a timeout. I'm sorry. Say what you want to say. Last 12 years out of 16, they've been running office. They've had the chair, and they screwed up so many ways. They don't want to admit it. But I just think they just need to have a seat and take a timeout. Anti-family. They're anti-middle class. They've traded the working class in for tech, and that's a fact. You know, they screwed this economy over so many ways with one. And I know you Democrat bootlickers out there don't want to admit it, okay? Because you are masters at calling out the Republican Party, but you're not masters at calling out your own party. But yeah, at the end of the day, screw Obama. You know what I'm saying? Screw the people that want to point at black men. The 12% of black men are just maybe just tired of the Democratic Party. Ain't got nothing to do with Trump. Ain't got nothing to do with anybody. They just may be tired of the Democratic Party. And I get it because I see the BS. So yeah, you know, and you know, Obama could kiss it. And I didn't like it. So there it is.
I have absolutely nothing to disagree with.
I got to do it.
You're a victim.
Yeah.
Trump 2025.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
No, sir.
Hey, shout out to Hassan Tahir. Shout out to MD in the building. So, what you was gonna say, Kev?
No, I'm just saying, vote for Trump. You too, chat.
Yeah, see, that's the only thing. The only difference I have is that this ain't the election. Not with Project 2025. That thing scared. I remember when I first read it, that thing scares the hell out of me. Like in a way that nothing has in a long time. And if Trump wins, that's telling him that that's what they want, or that's what we want. And if that's what we want, it's gonna be a whole different world.
Yeah, he said he don't support. He said he don't support Project 2025.
Trump also said he ain't grabbing by the coochie.
Well, I think the Democratic Party been running a Project 2025 on us the last 12 years. Let's just be honest. This what you bootlickers. That's what you not y'all, but the bootlickers, the Democratic bootlickers don't want to call out. They screwed up the economy as well, just as much.
I agree.
They had office for 12 years. Come on, mortgage rates went up, food went up, gas went up. Get out of here. Crime. Your kids can't read above fifth grade level. Get out of here. All these in these Democratic school districts, kids barely can read. What have you done for that? I was done with the Democratic Party when Obama said my brother's keeper, and women said, oh hell no, and he said, oh okay, cool. That's what I'm saying. So get out of here with that. All you Democrats, you guys, you deserve it. If Trump wins this year, you deserve it because you screwed it up. People are tired of the Democratic Party. All of that. LBGT going crazy. I mean, you just guys went too far left. You're anti-family. You just went too far left. If you deserve to get your butt kicked in this election by Trump, you Democrat black men, bootlickers, black women, y'all deserve it. Because y'all were horrible. And people are just sick of it.
Ricardo, put the APB out for your two co-hosts, because when last week when I asked Venkat, I said, how come you pull up Brother Africa, but you won't go get like a black man that's established and a black man that got some values about him, and ask the same question, to hear his reasoning. Venkat brushed me off. But now here you have a well-established black man that is giving you a legitimate reason. And I love Venkat. Like if Venkat was getting jumped, I'd gladly destroy everybody on the other side. So I mean that's no issue there. But this is what I was talking about when I said you're going to get Brother Africa and dude that was in the car. Like those guys ain't them guys, man. Whatever. You got to get the black man that actually make moves, that actually pay taxes, that actually funnel money into the society. Those are the people that okay, there go MD. I'll get Venkat to pull this footage. Yes, definitely. Yeah, you give Venkat the time marker, 1 hour. Let's go back to 1 hour. Let's just say 1 hour. Start at the 1 hour mark. Have Venkat pull it up so you can retort tomorrow, because I know y'all gonna have something to say about it. But this is what I was talking about. Just be fair. When Mike bashed Obama, and probably one of the greatest bashings I ever seen recently, y'all pull that up. But I think that was because Mike then turned around and said he's Team Kamala. So it was still like, okay, let's get a guy well.
I'm not Team Kamala. I'm Team anti-Trump.
Well, yeah, you anti-Trump. Yeah, so I mean,
Team Kamala.
But
No, I'm not.
Wayne is basically saying Wayne ain't for anybody. But Wayne is absolutely pissing on the Democratic Party, which I've been pissing on the Democratic Party forever. But
Me too.
you know, it's like when I say it, it's just like, oh man, that's just a nigga with a microphone. He's just talking. But that's what I'm saying, man. Ricardo, MD, y'all make sure Venkat pull this. I don't know if Venkat was in the chat earlier. Piece of Bible Wars. Venkat was in the chat earlier, so we'll see if I know he'll pull it. Now, if you say pull it, he gonna pull it. But yeah, I mean the election is next week, so it will. So MD, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be doing something next week. I know you're gonna be streaming it. So yeah, we'll come to your channel next week and support that. So let's get. Oh, I don't disagree with Wayne as far as conversations, but Mike is right. Trump is too dangerous to do battle with the Dems right now.
Who that sounded like they got sense? Oh, that's Monday, MD?
This Monday, MD.
Hey, I'm scared. That's like, is Cliff gonna come in here and say, hey, he thinks I'm right too?
All right, let's all right, we got an hour left. Let's get into let's get into some conversation here. Now I'm about to invite somebody to the panel. Who the hell no, that's the wrong button.
Hold up, I got a screenshot. MD saying Mike is right.
let's share this screen. Yeah, we just had like an hour of barbershop talk, man. That's how it is. Let me know when y'all see. Let me know when y'all see Corey Holcomb.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I think monogamy exists. I think every once in a while you meet a dude and he only with his girl. Very rare. We are men. We, especially men who have means. If you're a man who has means, you have women. And if you say it ain't true, you're not being genuine. I know your girl probably watching, but if you could just think how sweet it would be if you could talk to your girl for real. Do you know the harmony that might be able to come from that? But you didn't pick a girl you could talk to for real. You picked a girl that you're willing to act for as long as you can keep her. That's what most people are in that situation. But we men, we got money, especially men who got money. You got girls. You can't not be with them. There's too many beautiful women in the world to just lie to one girl and be like, look, I'm only with you. That's some bullshit, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I can't be with nobody like that.
But you keep mentioning certain things. I'm curious to know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your
Well, I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So women in poverty, I can control them better. A girl who can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some...
Hold up. God damn.
Some outlet Jordans.
Outlet Gucci.
Yeah.
Outlet Gucci.
No. I don't think.
All right. So that's a lot to unpack there. But Kev, you've been let me stop sharing that before y'all see what I got saved up. So Kev, what you got to say about what Corey Holcomb just said? Hey, when did Corey Holcomb become this dude? He always been this guy?
5150 for the longest, sir. For the longest. He's always been that.
What is that?
Oh, that means you don't know his show. He has a podcast he's been on for years called 5150 Show. 5150 being, 1% higher than 100. I keep it over 100. He's been this way through 3 or 4 iterations of co-hosts. He's been this way he was this way when I saw him in concert. He's been this way forever. That's why he's not big, just like Patrice O'Neal, because he's so hard on the red pill. He's so hard on it. Like he's in there deep. He's deep, deep, deep. So trust me, when I say in red pill content for comedians, he's right behind Patrice. That's it. And in some things he might be a little above him. But go ahead.
Damn, to hear you say that, I know Patrice is that's your dude there.
That's my guy right there, bro. But Corey's my guy too. I rock with Corey.
Kev, what are your thoughts on what you just heard?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I zoned out at the last part, but for the beginning, yeah, for the beginning, I completely agree with them. Like there's no reason to lie to get what you want. If anything, that's a great way to gain respect, and that's a great way to attract women. You know, so and I would say like yeah, if you are a dude who has a lot of money, has a lot of income and a lot of assets, then yeah, I mean use it because that's a part of you. That's what you've earned. That's what you've gained over the years. If that's what is how do I say this? If that's something that attracts people to you, then I see nothing wrong with it. Now, I do think it's an issue if you are like, for example, bringing kids into it, like having kids with random women, or lying and portraying a truth that is false. Like, for example, pretending like, oh, this is my chick, like, oh, this is my wife, and saying like I'm not talking to anybody else. But other than that, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being honest and saying what you want. So that's what I see.
So Bible Wars says Bible Wars says why Democrat demons talking about reproductive rights when they really mean abortion rights. So Bible Wars, just make sure you hear tomorrow night at 6:30 for Take Fist Politics. They'll get into all of that.
Hey, the same way that Republican rejects say that they're the party of life when they just mean they're a party of control. Because if you cared about life, you wouldn't ship off all the 18-year-olds to go die in war so quickly and so happily. If you cared about life, you wouldn't reject all the African-American babies that are born and throw them into orphanages and throw them into the system. You don't care about life. You just care about what you can control. Man, in the words of George Carlin, you want more live babies so they could be dead soldiers. And I'm done. Continue.
This abortion topic, man, just ain't ever gonna go away. Wayne, what are your thoughts on and I agree with you, Kev, the whole honesty thing, but I mean that's a whole nother conversation. Most men don't feel like they could be honest with their woman. Like okay, let's do it this way. Take it off of us. How many dudes do you know right now could go to their woman and be like, hey, I'm well off. I don't think you're enough for me. I love you more than anything in the world, but I need to bring somebody else in the relationship. How many dudes y'all know and their woman will be okay with that honesty? Y'all know too many dudes like that?
Most people I know are liars, so no. But just because it's not the norm. How do I say this? Just because something is a norm doesn't mean it's right. Like with that example, you're just saying it's okay to lie to people. So, but no, I think as long as you are transparent, like you'll still have the respect in that person's eye. Can't say the relationship's gonna work out, but I know they're not gonna complain that you were unfaithful. They're not gonna rage out because you have your needs. Oh, I can't say that. But.
Thank you. This is where we always part ways, because you start talking from this sense of like moral standing that everybody's supposed to be on when nobody's on there but you. You're the only one there, sir, because I know people right now that I have told the truth to 100%, and they still say I'm a piece of trash, and then later on in life come back and go, hey, man, I was wild and my bad. I did that because I was hurt.
Right, they came back. Right. So
yeah. 20 years later, it doesn't matter. My name's still doo-doo.
Let me Bible Wars. See if you answer this question for me. I'll be interviewing a guy this Friday that's an Israelite. So I don't know because we haven't had any pre-conversation, but I'm very curious to see where he stands on monogamy. Bible Wars, because of the name, I'm just gonna make the assumption you're a Bible person. What's just type in the chat? What's your views on monogamy? Wayne, what's your thoughts on what Corey Holcomb said?
First of all, Patrice is top tier. I'll say that, and that's my guy, so I agree with Mike. But I don't know if I say Corey Holcomb is close. It's a couple guys that I like. That's a little over Corey Holcomb, I would say. But Oh, that okay. I got you. I'm gonna have you. What about you? You talk. His boy, Patrice O'Neal. Oh, I forgot his name. But anyway, yeah. I agree with. I think more men. I mean, if that's what you want to, if you want an open relationship, or if you want to invite another woman into your relationship, I think you got to start out with that conversation in the beginning. Like Kev said, you got to be honest up front in the beginning. You got to start out that way. Now, if you already established a relationship or a marriage and with your wife or your girlfriend, and you didn't bring that to the table, then yeah, it's gonna be tough to introduce that. You know what I mean? Now, it's still ways you can bring it in. It may not, 9 out of 10 times, it may not work in your favor, but yeah, you got to start out with it. And I mean, you got some men out there who's okay with being with one woman. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes it don't work in their favor because that one woman sometimes eventually after a couple of years or so, she ain't the same freak she was in the beginning. And then you like, well, damn, baby, let me get some of that freaky stuff you did 5 years ago. Child, I got a kid. The kid, I put the kid out of what? Like, damn, baby, it's Saturday. And she got all kinds of excuses. Now you stuck. Okay, and then now this is where the cheating comes in sometimes because, and some guys, they don't have that in them to be like, listen, there needs to be some slow singing and blow tooting over here, or this is going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But some guys are afraid of their women like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't, number one, you can't be afraid of your woman. Men cannot be afraid of women. Sorry, you can't be afraid to be honest with women and straight up with them. Even in the beginning or in a relationship, if things ain't going your way sexually, if you're not a guy that cheats, then you need to open up to your woman like, hey, something need to change. But I'm not against guys that want to step out on a woman or bring another woman into the relationship. But I just say be open about it. Me, my relationship, I'll use my personal relationship with my girl. I was open in the beginning with my girl. Hey, I like threesomes. If you into that little thing, hey, I don't have no problem with it. I threw it out there. Okay. She didn't have no problem with it. Okay. And we, for my birthday, we hello, good evening here and there. You know what I'm saying?
My dog.
And it was great. So,
Did you have to lie?
no,
Exactly.
no. I do not believe in lying to women. I'm not afraid to lie. I mean, I'm not afraid to tell the truth. And look, baby, you either here or you go. I move on.
You
But
know
I ain't
what?
lying.
There's
Before I let
something
Mike go,
I agree with him. There's just one thing he's missing, right?
Go ahead.
one second
You
before you go.
all right, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, the one thing I do not like about lying is that when you feel like you have to lie, that means you feel like you're not good enough to be able to tell the truth, and that woman understands your value to say, okay, I want to deal with this dude. You have to go ahead and trick her. You have to say like, oh, I'm a provider, baby. That's what a lot of guys do these days. They say, I'm a provider. I don't want my woman to do this, to do that, pay for this, pay for that. I take care of everything. Meanwhile, they're a fraud. So the fact that you have to lie to get what you need is like,
Wait, what do you mean what you mean they saying that they lie? Like, what do you mean? They're saying that to get the woman?
yeah, they just say whatever to get a woman.
Oh,
All the way from like saying you're a provider or like paying for things that you probably wouldn't even do if you wasn't
yeah.
trying to get some coochie, or you just pretend you're her friend for like 5 years, listen to her talk about like, oh, you pulled my hair too hard, and meanwhile you wanted to smash this whole time. Like, no, lying is because
Uh,
either way,
5 years, Kev.
right? No, those
Oh
guys
no,
who do
he's
that.
right. I've seen guys do it.
Yeah, but either way, like whether you tell
yeah.
the truth or not, if that chick is not for you, that relationship is gonna end anyways. So you might as well just be honest and find the people that you like
All right, let me let me
or
let
that
me
like
try to
you.
hit y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all separately.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Wayne, I think the thing you meant to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, is men need to stop being afraid of being alone. That's their big fear is not having somebody or not having a woman's attention. And because of that, they'll do or say anything to keep whatever woman they can get around them.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you are more comfortable being alone and more comfortable knowing that if this woman leaves, that your life is gonna be fine without her,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you
Well,
get to that point, then you're a better person.
yeah.
Because it's like,
It's socially taught to us that we should be afraid if our woman leaves, like because
right.
she's everything to her. She's my rock, and
world.
and I'm afraid to lose. It's like, yeah, that's not how a man shouldn't be afraid to lose his woman. Now, I'm not saying you mistreat her, but I'm just
Exactly.
saying you shouldn't be afraid you shouldn't be afraid about your woman walking away. Never.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And for
Yeah,
that, for you
yeah,
gentlemen out there,
yeah.
on behalf of Wayne, I'm gonna say this thing that I believe in wholeheartedly. I think the biggest problem with you gentlemen is you make boundaries and then you're afraid to uphold the rule you put in because you don't want to lose the woman. You'll say, hey, I don't deal with women that talk to me this way. And then she'll talk to you that way. And then you'll be like, hey, I told you about that. That's not the response. The response is, oh, you thought I was joking. Now it's over. Because then she's going to be, no, what? So you going to get mad because I did that little? I'm not mad. I told you what I don't stand on, what I don't stand for. You went there to test me. Now I'm going to show you failed the test. That's it. The problem is dudes want to keep, all right, well, don't do it again. And no, when you stand on business, you stand on business. That's on that. I'm going to leave that for Wayne because Wayne elocuted himself wonderfully. I don't feel like I need to say anything to him. Now to Kevin, my only issue, and it's not even an issue because I don't disagree with you. The thing is, not every human being, all right, I'm going to back up a little bit. You know who T.I. is, right? The rapper?
Right, he's a fraud.
Whoa, I'm not. All right, I'm gonna let that go. I'm not touching that. T.I. likes to say things from a vantage point as if everybody's special. He's like, yeah, I'm the man, and I did that. If I could do it, you could do it. And not everybody's special. Not everybody is confident. Not everybody has belief in self. So you talking the way you talking is from your vantage point. You believe you're gonna pull another woman. You believe, man, I walk out here, I compliment enough chicks, I'm gonna get something. I talk to enough stuff. There's dudes that think, yo, I could talk to a girl every day the rest of my life. I'm not gonna get her. I'm never gonna get a chick. And you know what? Looking at some of them, they're right. There's some dudes that ain't got swag. There's some dudes that ain't got, there's some dudes that don't know. There's some dudes that talk to a girl and start sweating. There's dudes that see a girl and go, oh my God, she's so beautiful. Them dudes ain't got a shot in our community, bro. There's no black guy that's like, oh my God, she's a dream. There's no
I'm gonna
guy that
push back.
thinks like that that's gonna get the girl. And you
I'm
see
gonna
how
push
Trevor
back.
laughing?
You crazy.
Because he know I'm right.
Mike,
He know I'm
I'm gonna
right.
push back.
He know, no, I'm not done though. But he knows I'm right.
Hey,
Because
Mike,
them dudes are seen as corny. They
Mike,
don't come into play until she got 3 baby daddies. They don't come into play until then. They say that it's a joke and it hurt my feelings because I was a stepdad, but I got my own baby, so it is what it is. I'm good. But they say a stepdad is a man that a woman wouldn't have her kid with in the first place.
Oof.
Like, yeah, it's vicious out here. It's vicious out here.
Mike.
And that's what I'm telling you.
Woo.
They look there's some guys that don't have that built-in whatever. And I'm telling you from experience, because until I got to middle school, I was that dude. In elementary school, there's a friend me and Trevor got, and she'll tell you, she left school and I put my head down in the classroom and was crying because I wanted to talk to her. I'd known her since 3rd grade. I could have talked to her all 3rd grade. I never said a word because in my mind it was some fantasy. We were gonna walk and we were gonna bump into each other in lunch, and I was gonna be, hey, how you doing, Miss whatever? And she's gonna be like, oh my God, I never saw your eyes in this sunlight, and and then
This nigga made up a whole Fabio novel over here.
Exactly. That ain't how it worked, my guy. And there's a
I'm gonna
lot of
push
guys
back
that
on that.
think, there's a lot of guys that write it down like I have to when you be going on your rants. That's how it works in some of these dudes' mind. They don't know how to talk to nobody. You have to get to that point where you fed up with the way it goes and you step up. Luckily for me, it's in my book. You read it. A dude clowned me, and I got to the point where, man, F you and everybody that look like you, bro. And that's when EXO became born, and EXO get girls. Not every guy has that thing. Some guys look at Russell Wilson. He didn't get the girl until she was ran through by a ran through. And you can't say I'm lying. She was ran through by a ran through. And not one ran through. She was ran through by hella ran throughs. She was ran through by 50, by Bow Wow, by Future. They all hoes.
Sheesh.
You feel me? No,
I'm gonna
they
push back.
are old.
Okay. So I'm not gonna lie, it sounds off. I get what the logic is, but it definitely sounds off. But the way you're talking and the perspective you're giving, it sounds like someone who's defeatist. Like you already just gave up. Is the message you're giving to other people? Like there's come
on, son.
Regardless of if you can get the fine chick or not, there's no reason to just give up and not try to change yourself, to work on yourself, to better yourself, to become the person that can get girls. Right?
Did you hear me say anything about quitting?
Yes, you did.
When?
Yes, you did.
When?
You're implying that. Okay, you said that guys don't have what it takes, or they don't have that dog in them to go after the girls that they want. And I'm saying, no, you should develop yourself to be the best that you can to get the girls that you can get that's in your proximity. So for example, like
quit.
Say that again.
That still doesn't say I told him to quit. You just invented that bull crap. I didn't say that.
Lordy Lord. Well, basically, you implied it, basically. But yeah, that's a defeatist mindset. And yes, if you're telling that to dudes, then it's like there's no point in even trying, right?
No, Kev, you see what Maria G says, right? Giving up on the girl is not giving up on yourself. I want to be the quarterback of the Dolphins, but it ain't gonna happen. Like it ain't gonna happen.
That don't matter, but you should at least try.
They had the last 10 years. Bro, hey Kev, where do you think they're gonna get this? Where do you think they're gonna get this knowledge and mind state from to better themselves? Where do you think it comes from?
Well, I think. See, I want to answer that question.
From God and YouTube.
I was just getting ready to say. I mean, it's changing though. Hold on. I think it's changing a little bit though because of
now it's different.
YouTube. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, because of podcasts and YouTube and dating coaches and things of that nature, you have guys are now going somewhere where they can learn that and get that. But I mean, society told men that we had to grovel on our knees for women, that we had to be a certain status to get a woman. So it's hard, and it is to men like that defense. It is hard to step to a strange woman that you don't know and say something clever. This is why I we ain't gonna get into that about, men are better in the dating game and in the relationship game and why they should lead, because women don't understand what type of confidence it takes and balls that it takes to walk up to you. We don't know you. We don't know if we're going to get rejected, and eliminate the fear of rejection to say something to you to see if you'll go out with us. Women don't have them kind of guts. You know what I'm saying? Women hate rejection. So it's tough for a man like that to build that and find that without that being taught, without him seeing that. So I think with the podcast era that we're in now, I think that it's changing a little bit. Men attitudes and their swagger and their thoughts is changing because of podcast and YouTube and all that.
But before that, where were they getting it from?
You're screwed. You couldn't get it nowhere, really, unless you had a friend, a dad, or something like that, a cousin, or some brothers. You grew around some guys or whatever.
Thank you.
You didn't have it, yeah.
And
but hold on. I got one pushback. What's the percentage of men that just absolutely can't get women? I bet it's 50? Like less. What?
Yeah, dude, 50, Trev, 50, Trev.
50%, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yes, sir. 50. I agree with that. 50, bro. 50. Trev, you would be surprised.
Okay, what do you mean by can't?
Go ahead.
What do you mean by can't get women?
That don't know how to talk to women and get them. There's a reason that 20% of the men have all the babies. There's a reason.
Yep.
Women don't even see them dudes. That dude at work that you call corny, that dude at work be like, man, his goofy ass, ain't nobody worried about him. There's a whole lot of them dudes at work that women don't even know exist.
Yeah, Trev, 50. I will say 50 or a little bit below, but it's close to 50. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Below. I would say below.
It's because any guy can get a girl. In the one. How can't they get a woman?
Because it's hard. You know it's hard. They don't know how to talk to women.
I just showed you. They look at a girl and they go, The Steve Urkels in the world that pine over one girl for the whole life and they never get her until she. When did Steve Urkel get Laura?
When he became
After she was
Stephon,
ran through.
and he had to change his whole. He had to be a whole
Trev
different
got a
person.
point. Trev got a point. When he came Stephon, that's when she started liking him. When he was Steve Urkel the nerd.
So you're saying when he wasn't who he was?
Yeah.
So like I said, he didn't get no girls. Stephon got girls. Steve ain't get nobody.
Example.
Steve got Myra and didn't even appreciate her. His stupid ass. But don't get me mad.
And Myra was better than what's the name?
Myra was better than Laura. Myra was better than Laura.
Myra was way better than Laura.
Man,
Kevin, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm not telling you you're wrong. That's why I brought up T.I. I'm not telling T.I. he's wrong about him being special. I'm saying everybody's not special. Some dudes and some women have nothing but the lie. That's what they have. And
I can't agree. I can't agree.
If you don't have to agree. We see women lie every day. Every day they come out the house with that hair that ain't theirs. Every day they come out the house with that face that ain't theirs. Every day they come out the house with that super trainer that suck their guts in, that make them look like they got an hourglass instead of a beer mug. That's a lie.
I'm not worried about them because they have.
Of course, you proving my point.
They're more vulnerable than men, so that's not even the main issue. But
if you
in general, when it comes to women,
on your side, that's a bull crap you go with.
In general, when it comes to women, it's not even just looks. That's the end all be all. That is the diamond in the rough when it comes to men. So as long as you are working to be your best self, it don't matter how you look. Like I said, I brought in the example Stephen Hawkins. That nigga gets bitches
because he also was rich.
He's rich and has status.
He had to develop himself to become a rich person. Mike is talking in defeatist attitude. I'm telling you, like that's the case.
Hey Wayne, get your boy.
No, it's about. I'm telling you, and I keep saying this. It's women smell low confidence a mile away. They smell it coming. If you don't have it, if you don't have that nostalgia, or I don't care how you look, how you dress, or whatever, it's about the confidence. Women can smell it. Women can see it in you. If so, a lot of men haven't developed that. They haven't developed that, and and I'll say close to 50% of men haven't developed that because society don't teach that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they got to go to dating coaches. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised how much of these dating coaches make really, really good money. You know what I mean? You know, Kevin Samuel started out as a consultant of guys like that for men, teaching them how to dress, teaching them how to carry themselves, what cologne to wear. That's how he started. He started like that as a consultant for rich men who had money but no swagger, no way to get women, didn't know how to talk to women. What have you seen? What's the movie with Will Smith and the white guy? Hitch. All that, bro. That's a real thing.
See, Trevor, he can't fathom it because the way he is and the men that he knows, he don't see that type of guy. He ain't see that type of guy since elementary school, middle school. Because all he roll with dudes, he be like, oh, that's my thorough dude. He can pull a chick. Like, I'm trying to tell you, if there are so many dating coaches in the world and they're all working, that means there's a whole lot of people you don't see that need them.
Yeah, I've been low key. I've been a coach for men, bro.
I have too.
There's a guy that's married right now, 10 years, bro. I walked him through that whole. I walked him through getting his wife from the beginning to the end, bro.
How much do y'all think the internet?
And I'm known as one of the best wingmen of all time. Trust me, I'm nice with it.
How much do y'all think the internet got to play in that though, where guys just don't know how to talk to women no more?
The internet flips it. The internet made it so there's people you could go to now.
Yeah, correct. It's getting better now, Trev. It's not no more. No, it's getting better. Men are finding guys to go to. Again, you got to understand what the internet and podcast did. It created a room for men to communicate, share notes now. Now, like a guy like me, you, Trev, Mike, Kev with
No, not
swag,
Kev.
couldn't talk to a guy who's in his basement, who has his own money and stuff like that, but has no idea how to talk to a woman. He can now reach out to you, Trev, or me, or Mike, or Kev in the DM or
Not
something
Kev.
like that. Hey man, listen, I want a girl. I don't know how to go. Where do I start? All right, let's go from. You know what I mean? So it's networking men. So now men could talk to each other now. You know how many guys that got virtual mentors? You know what I mean? Because they never grew up with the man in their life. They was raised by a single mother. They've been raised by women all their life, and they come to the internet. And some of these guys, they become virtual. That's why you get virtual coaching and virtual dating coaches and all that. Some of these guys, virtual mentors, and they learn from that.
Hey,
So
and flip it, because I get women that come to me too. I get women that ask me, hey, this is what happened in my relationship. Was I wrong? Was I wrong? Did I do this? And I'm telling them, yeah. I have a girl that just talked to me last week and was telling me about, she was like, yeah, I'm tired of him and this, that, and the third. And then I told her, well, you did this, you did this, you did this. And she's like, well, I tried to do that, but he wasn't receptive. And then I was like, well, what did you tell him before that? Oh, I told him I was done. I was going to kick him out. How is a man going to be receptive after you said that? She's like, oh, I ain't see it that way. There's women that come to men for the same thing. There's men that go to women to try to learn. Well, I would never go to
don't do it.
Don't do it. Like, because they have no idea what women like.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. Yeah. I think if women want to do better in their marriage and relationships, stop talking to women. I think they should come to men and talk to men.
Come to men. To men. I watched the podcast the other day where a man asked women, what do men want? And one woman said exactly what men want. And all the women were looking at her like, what? That ain't what and all the men were like, exactly. And they were like, y'all want that? They were like, yes, that's exactly what I want. And the other women were bedazzled. They were befuddled. They could, what? You want that? I'm like, yes, but you don't like this ass? I'm like, no, the ass is nice to look at, but I don't need, I'll do this and I'll shut up. I tell females all the time, they be like, what, you like big ditties, you like big booties, you like this, that, and the third? And I tell you, at the end of the day, don't have a penis and bring me peace, and I could work around the rest of it.
See, I thought the don't have a penis part was a given, but he said it anyway.
Me, but hey, today we don't even know what a woman is today.
I was definitely gonna co-sign the piece, because like literally that's what you want, man, because you can get a nice set of ass and hips on anybody. I mean, it is what it is. Kev said he'd be right back. I don't know if he was. So just to put a bow on this though, I agree, man. The main thing I took away from what Corey was saying though was men have options. They literally have options, and a lot of times we take our woman's peace over our happiness. Not even her peace, because she don't give a shit about that. Her security, her well-being, her need to be in charge over our happiness. And I think that's what I was taking away from that. Sometimes you just got to tell them what you want, and don't be afraid to hear no, because then if they say no, and if it's that much of a deal breaker, then you gotta move on. You gotta do what you gotta do. But let's get into the namesake of the show. Wayne sent me this video a couple weeks ago. Do the rules change once she gives up the box? So let's get into this one. From this young lady, I went and checked out her channel. She give a lot of good advice. And the funny thing about it, this is a pretty woman. So this is coming from a pretty woman. It'd be a lot of you ugly toad-faced girls that like to try to give all this advice. This is coming from a sister that's very logical. So hold on, let me share this real quick. Let me know when you see it.
Yeah, we see it.
Oh, okay.
And this one is really major, and I really wish a lot of women would understand that. Before sex, the man put forth all the effort. Like, he tries to prove to you why he's worthy of getting in between your legs, right? He'll say the right things. He'll do the right things. He'll be consistent. You know what I mean? After he has enjoyed what you have to offer once, twice, depending on how many times he wants to enjoy it or how many options he has, after that, then the roles reverse. And now it is your turn to prove to him why you are worthy of commitment or security, or why you are worthy of staying in his life or him staying around in your life. Also, and this one is
All right. All right, Kev, you heard it. What's your thoughts on that?
And it was from a woman.
Woo, I love me a black queen.
And, oh yeah, before we go to that, obviously she may have like a little bit of powder on her face. That's about it. That's, again, accentuate the positive. That's all I'm saying. All right, go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, so to answer your question, I say no. Like, that's a low vibrational thinking that you gotta how do I say this? It's a low vibrational thinking that you have to have what's the way of saying it? You did not validate her before, one, sleeping with her, and then two, before getting into a relationship. And this is why we see a lot of guys get into like sexless marriages. They might be putting their best foot forward in the beginning, lying, like I said, in the beginning, but they're at the same time, they're not even validating that woman. Like, where's her mental at? What was her relationship with her parents? Is she insecure? Is she working towards something? A lot of guys just feel like they're lucky to even have a pretty chick if they get one, and then when it comes to that, they just settle for that. So no, the roles do not reverse. If anything, the woman should be putting as much effort, if anything, because if she's not doing effort, if she's not investing in you, it's like, why are you even in this situation? That's the thinking I'm moving forward with this, because I'm tired of putting blame onto women when it comes to our life. Like, we're responsible for our happiness and we don't put that forward. We just put all the excuses on the women as if they're the reason why our life is bad. They're the reason why we feel lonely, et cetera, et cetera. Like, no, it's your fault. So yeah.
Kev, did you tell a young lady to listen to the show and you was gonna tell her that
My God, what was
that you were gonna be like, hey man, watch me shut all these guys down. They gonna come up here and they gonna be bashing, but watch my logical self come up here and shut them down. Wayne, what you got, man? You don't want to send me this.
Disrespected the word logic.
Like, what was that? What was that? Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like, did you hear the same thing I was hearing when she was talking, Kev? I think she was you saying vetting. I think that's what she meant by, guys gonna vet you. I mean, after sex. I'm just saying what she was saying first, and then I'll say what I want to say.
I said before sex.
Vet her before sex?
Yep. It should be all throughout. Yep.
Well, I say all throughout, but it does change a little bit after sex, because you got so a lot of times men do what you call a jelly bean jar effect, right? So it's like, let's just say I got 3 women and they represent 3 jars, and I got a bag of jelly beans. And how a woman performs before and after sex, I'm going to fill up their jar with jelly beans. And at the end of the day, whoever jar is full of jelly beans, that's the one who I'm going to choose, because she's put the work in. That makes sense?
I never heard that one.
You never heard of that before? It makes sense though, right? Like, you got, you know what I'm saying? So I think what she was saying was, after sex, I think a woman is getting vetted, so she has to prove that she can bring them peace. Because it's like, I've gotten what I've wanted. I mean, initially, right, as a man, I've gotten what I wanted, which is the sex. All right, now from there, it's up to you to where this relationship goes. Are you going to show me that you can bring me peace? Are you going to show me that we can have a conversation without you getting combative? You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So yeah, I get what she was saying. Go ahead, Mike.
Man, why y'all be listening to Kevin?
Yeah, I don't know what Kev.
Kev on some other stuff today. I'm gonna let you know what? I think you might be right, Trev. It might be 3-4 chicks in here, and he's trying to be a different person for each one of them. I don't know
I'm
what
too
that
positive. I'm sorry.
You said nothing positive. All you said was tearing down men. But it's cool.
Men.
You feel me? It's cool. You could. She wasn't even tearing down men, and you was tearing down
at
men.
all. She wasn't. That's what I was like. Where did that come from? That's what I'm saying. Like, what was that?
I'm telling you. He must wait. He wake up to the song "No Scrubs" by TLC, just like, let's get him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but go ahead, bro. She makes perfect sense. She's doing the vetting process, just like women have a vetting process. It's just for different things. They're trying to see how much money he gonna come up off of. Women like to call it, is he generous? That just means, is he tricking or not? That's all that means. Is he gonna get, you know what women like to do? Women like to do this game right here. Oh, baby, I got a flat tire. Could you send me some money for a new tire? Or, baby, I'm going to lunch. What you go? And then they want to see if you're gonna offer up money. And if you offer up money real quick, then they know, oh, I got a sucker. Matter of fact, do you guys watch the show Sisters by Tyler Perry?
Yep.
You know the dude that's the lawyer? Gary's best friend, the lawyer?
Which one?
There's only one male lawyer that's on the show all the time.
Oh, you talking about Hayden. Yeah, you talking about
Hayden. If that ain't the biggest trick lame dude you ever seen in your life. This man just found out his wife was cheating on him.
And he's still talking about, baby, just don't do it again.
Just don't do it again. Yo, and this is what I was trying to tell Kevin. There's guys out there that never learn how to talk to women, so they don't even know what a vetting process is. All they know is, oh my God, she's giving me attention. How many times is this girl giving him bun? She bunned him so many times, it's crazy. But all she got to do is, there's a whole scene. They must have a shot for it. This is going to be the knee shot where she's looking him in the eye, and then she just drops down like an elevator. And he's like, oh.
And Mike, don't forget, he married her after he hit the first time.
The first time. There's dudes out there who ain't never had
she bad, but my goodness, bro. Like, come on.
And that tells you all what y'all remember the story I told you when I had the kryptonite coochie, the one that made me laugh. You remember what I said? My first instinct was I gotta dominate this coochie, not that I gotta marry it. I've seen Harlem Nights. If you hit Sunshine, you don't want to keep it. You want to hit it one time and let it go into the world, because Sunshine will ruin your life. I'm not calling no girl, hey baby, I'm not coming home no more. Talk to you later. No, that's ruining your life. I want regular coochie. Regular 90s coochie is all I need, and you gotta vet it to make sure it comes with good additives, good seasoning, and knows how to cook. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
The only thing I wanted to say on that is, men, obviously we go after the sex.
Of course.
But what does the woman want? The woman wants security.
Money.
She wants the finances, which all tie back to security. Yep. So shout out to Dwayne in the building. If she gives up the buns, you put in all the work. You pay for all the dates. You send all the flowers. You put in all the work. And then you finally get the goods. You finally get your payment, which is the sex. Now, one thing, and I always say this, I don't think anybody on this panel ever disagree with me. Men, we don't really care about money. We see money as like just points. Like we like, okay, we just gonna keep scoring points. There is no, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we'll freely, all right, Kev, we'll freely give you the money as long as you keep supplying the goods. But because for us, sex, I mean, the end result a lot of times is sex. And for them, they want the security. So if we had to work to get the product, now once we get the product, now they want their security. So you damn right. This is what the sister is saying. She's like, if the man works all this time, he puts in all this time and effort and money and does all this to get the sex, and now you want the security from him, you're going to have to work for it. It's just like the video I sent you guys today. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I've been following a lot of these couples on YouTube where the woman will wake up 2 in the morning and make her man
Yes.
breakfast and stuff like that. I'm talking about like real, but I'm talking about no bullshit toast and coffee.
Nah, them football players' wives.
Exactly.
Yes.
Bro, like those are the type of women that men give the world to. Like you don't, hey, let me tell you something. When you got a woman like that, you don't mind it being your birthday and you go buy her a new car on your birthday.
Yeah. Hey, say the other half though, Trevor. Say the other half.
The issue is with that is that women have this entitlement thing that they've been taught by society. Like, once I give you the box, you owe me your life now. I don't have to work for it. So that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? But
they should work for it, Wayne.
Exactly. I agree. No, I agree. You come on. You're talking to Mr. Manosphere here. Okay. Of course. I agree. But I'm just saying society, and the problem is that a lot of women don't feel like they have to work for it, or they feel that now they can manipulate or be who they want to be, because it's like, hey, I'll give you an example, right? I got a friend right now, right? One of my guys, and we talk. He has this lady friend who, when they're friends, but they wanted to be intimate with each other, and they had a conversation, say, hey, listen, we're not gonna, and she's in a situationship, okay, but they're doing their thing on the side, and he was like, listen, I'm not looking for anything. She said, I'm not looking for anything. I just, we just do our little thing here and there, this, that, thus, and so. Well, after a couple of times they done had their little sexual encounters, now she's like, I think I'm loving you. I think I'm falling, or I'm liking you. And it's like, well, whoa. I thought we had a conversation about this is what all this is going to be, platonic. We're going to do our thing. You go your way, I go mine. And now she's changing the game. So like the title say, like a lot of women change once they give you sex. Once women, when women feel like, okay, I giving you sex now you owe me something. Because women just feel like that. The world makes women feel like men owe them. I owe you when I owe you, open the door for you when we walk up at the door at the same time. I owe protection if I see somebody getting in your face. I owe you a date to a nice place. I owe you automatically. I'm in debt to you because why? You have a vagina. Now, once I get that vagina, I still owe you. So yeah, and they can change, they can shift. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you see how some women, after a while, they give you sex, and then after that, they don't do the same things no more. Well, I don't owe you that no more. I'm on to something else. I gave you that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times after sex, women have this entitlement because that's what they've been taught.
Oh man, Cliff. So Dwayne says I could buy the box from anybody. We invest in the relationship, absolutely. But then Cliff says, are y'all saying all women or just the women in the Western Hemisphere? There it goes right there. Is these women? Because I think women in the West, women in the rest of the world, they don't operate like that. But again, so I'm gonna bring. I've been quoting Zay a lot tonight. Let me bring up a point that Zay told me, is that he don't think men, right team. He don't think men value themselves. So it's like, we'll just, damn it, I don't even want to sound like I'm agreeing with Kev, but he'll say like, we just so thirsty to just screw these chicks. So it's like, we'll do whatever they say. Whereas if we pull back and we like, nah, man, you got to work for this. Is ours is just as valuable as yours. I mean, that don't work all the time, because for the most part, you be wanting these chicks. Like we're animals. We're horny. But he says that a lot. He's like, oh man, we're too thirsty as men. I know Kev will agree with that 100 times over 100. He just says we're too thirsty. We don't value ourselves, like, to be like, nah, you can't get this. I guess that's why they're doing the semen retention thing.
I don't think it's too thirsty. I think they're afraid to be alone, sir. That's what I was saying earlier. They're terrified.
Mike, I did want to touch on that. Yeah, I forgot, because you made a hell of a point. I did want to bring this up. You're right. There was a reason. I always do this self-evaluation. Everything I do, I self-evaluate always. And I was wondering why all my relationships, I had these long ass relationships. I've been in a relationship for 5 years. I've been in a relationship for 3 years. I've been in a relationship for 8 years. And I'm like, oh damn, they keep ending. I know there's expiration dates on everything, but I'm like, damn, the common denominator was me. And then I thought about it. I'm like, well, damn, well, the minute I get out of one relationship, I already got another one before the other one's over. And I come to find out, I'm like, man, I'm afraid to be alone. So the loneliness kills me. I never forget. I remember the New Year's, me and my ex had broke up right before New Year's. We broke up in, I want to say like October, November of whatever year that was. And before me and Nene got together, I spent that New Year's alone. I went to bed like 8 o'clock that night. I didn't even stay up for nothing. Never even saw the New Year come in. And I remember laying in the bed that night. And I was like, I will never, ever spend another New Year's alone ever in my life. And I took the next year, no relationship, just to myself. I worked 2 jobs. I worked 2 jobs. I kept myself busy. I spent time just working on myself because I'm like, well, damn, I'm a good dude, and the relationships always end. And then, you know, the next year around, that's when me and Nene got together, and you know, the rest is history. But yeah, so when Mike brought up
that point you made,
when Mike brought up that loneliness, I'm like, damn, but you know, my memory is so terrible. I forgot just that quick. But go ahead, Wayne.
No, I always said like something like when I'm talking to guys, as a man, young man, and we talk. I've always said this. I said men should. Can y'all hear me?
You was going in and out, but you back now.
Okay. All right. I always said that men should find their independence first before they move with the woman, get into a deep relationship with the woman. You know, they should get their own place. I don't care if it's an efficiency, if it's a studio, 1-bedroom apartment. Man, learn to live alone, learn to be independent, learn to pay your own bills, figure it out, learn to cook your own food, clean your house, do your laundry, learn to become independent, learn to sit there and enjoy yourself, learn to be okay with going to the bar by yourself and getting yourself a drink or entertaining yourself. You know what I'm saying? Learn that first, learn that independent first, and that independence first, and it'll build something in you where now, when you come to a woman and you're ready to get in a relationship, it's a lot of benefits that come with that. You know how to pay your bills and this, that, but at the same time, like you said, Trevor, you're not afraid to be alone. So that builds a bravado in yourself. You can now, when you come to that woman, you can be honest. You can, you know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean you're being brutally honest, but it's just, you can be honest. You can set your boundaries. And if you don't like something, before you even get into a deep relationship, you're not afraid to say, all right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I always tell young men that get your own spot first before you do anything, before you get married, get your own spot for about a year or two and just live alone. You know what I mean? Because a lot of men deal with that, being afraid of being alone. And that's a low-key thing that we build, that we bury inside of us, is that we're afraid to be alone.
Thank you for trying to give me my credit, Trev. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I had the Lions Den. It was a studio apartment. I had that bad boy laid out, man. I just called it the Lions Den. Like I was there doing my thing, doing what kings do. You know what I mean? I 100% agree with you on that, man. You gotta learn how to do stuff on your own, man. You had to cook. Well, I mean, my stepmom taught me how to cook from when I was 7. I've been ironing my own, because I've been doing all that domestic since I was a little kid. So that's nothing. That's nothing new. That's why I always, I was like a ready-made husband. Like I could do all that stuff, but the one thing I couldn't do was be alone. So I had to learn how to be alone. As this little one just pointing at her fake invisible watch. I see what time it is.
Yeah.
Kev, what you was gonna say, Kev? Because you keep going in and out. You know, you taking care of business. No, because you was taking care of business. That's what I meant.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I had a client to call. What was I gonna say? Well, for one, I was spitting when with the previous topic, but anyways, with this one, I was gonna add on that not only do you have to like learn to be by yourself, I would say, because too many guys are afraid to be by themselves. You just gotta understand how to love yourself. So in your journey of like being by yourself, you gotta like enjoy your own
Agree with
company.
that.
A lot of guys don't enjoy their own company because they feel like they're not worthy. Whatever trauma they had back then kind of like messes up their view of themselves. So like when it comes to like finding a person, they don't even feel like they deserve to even have that chick. They might even be an average person, but they feel like that chick is so blinded by whatever it is that attracted her to you. Like they feel like they don't even understand like why that person's with them. So I would say that's the main thing that guys have to like work on. And that's why I'm saying like, yo, one sec. That's why I'm saying like that chick was saying that you gotta like have a woman
No, I'm pissed now.
work to keep the relationship after sex. Well, I say if you're a guy looking for a relationship, like you got to make sure she's vetted even before you're in it, even before sex is even in the equation. Not to say like, women don't have like their own accountability and things to work on, but at the end of the day, like the relationship end all be all like starts and ends with the man, really.
Trevor, no, Wayne, Kevin, mute up for a second. Trevor, I know you saw it. So from now on, when I complain about it, I don't want to hear nothing from you. I know you saw it because I said everything. Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with you, Kev. Because you was there when I said it the first time. And everybody acted like I ain't say nothing powerful. And then you came back and reiterated what I said. And now everybody's agreeing. Now everybody sees the point. And they saying all the foolishness that I already said. And they ignored the first time. Don't act like you just experienced it. I go through it all the time. And then you go, man, why Mike always got to get his credit? That's why. Because niggas will come back later and say, Mike, you ain't say that. That's what Trevor said. And you tried 3 times to show that is what I said. You see what I'm saying? I know you saw it.
Mike, you ain't say that.
Go. But I know you saw it, Trev. Your eyes and your laugh told me you saw it. I know you saw it. This is why Mike is Right is created. Because niggas want to take away my rightness.
Y'all know what's funny? Me and Mike was having a separate conversation on something else. And he left me this long ass message. And all I heard in that message was Trevor was right. That's all I heard in the message. So I see why he act the way he does. Because you'll hear all this stuff and you'll be like, oh, nah, bro, just go. You should have led with that.
Yeah.
You should have. Hey, but didn't I say in the beginning, I did say Mike brought up this point and I forgot about it.
Smooth ignore it. They smooth ignored it and said, good job, Trevor. Good job, Trevor. Didn't they smooth ignore it? Yes, they did. That's why I got to advocate for myself, because ain't nobody going to prove my rightness like me except for my dog Zay, and that's why he the VP. Because Mike and my twin, because twin be saying I'm right too. Thank you. That's why. Play that video back. I wish I could run it back right now. They smooth ignored that I said it not 20 minutes ago. Trevor led with, Mike said earlier, and the first thing Wayne said was, that's a great point, Trev.
No, but it was bro. It wasn't. No, bro. You made it sister Trev. Trev driven it, brought it down the court. He pitched it to me. It's all connected, bro. We with you. You got it. You got it, bro.
The world won't see it that way. The world will say, man, look how Wayne gave Trev props on that point he made. They'll cut Mike smooth out. No, bro. Nigga, Mike is right.
Yeah, bro, you got the rebound. You passed the Trev.
No,
Trev
nigga, I wrote the play.
All right, fair enough.
I touched down.
Mike played all 5 positions on the court.
I know, that's what I said, Mike. We out. Hey, hey, Mike is right. My dog, Mike is right. You know what I mean? You know.
Nigga, I felt that in my chest reason. That was delicious. I wish I could put that in the cup. That was
man. I love this show, man. I love this
And
show,
hey,
bro.
and the worst part is that Kevin jumps on the end and starts making all the points I made earlier that he disagreed with earlier.
Well,
Agree with all the
in
things he said.
fairness to him, he was off and on though, because he was
No,
dealing with a
that was
client.
on the last topic. I said this about the topic before when me and him was going back and forth. Remember, I said Wayne first. I think this is what it is, and that's what I said it. And then I went to Kevin, and Kevin said, "Nope, that ain't what it is." Because that's what I brought up the Ti thing. And then he came back and said all the points that I made originally, but he acting like they his points. No,
Hey,
Negro,
Nah, they're my
Mike is
points. You
right.
bugging.
hey, put it like this: there's a young man or a man out there that's going to listen to the show in the background, and we are helping the hell out of him. All
You
four
right.
of us.
You right.
I'm telling you.
And now I'm pissed at you because you hitting my ego where I shouldn't
no,
be. But damn it,
no, no,
the
man.
brand is Mike is
We're having a
right, my
good
nigga.
time. We having a good time, bro. I'm having a
The
good time.
brand is Mike is right.
Mike is right, baby.
Thank you. And I can't prove I'm right unless the world sees me being right. I tell them all the time I'm 98% right and can't be the first one. Man, you about 60, 62. No, nigga, 98.
He do that to kick you off.
He
Y'all
do. He
arguing,
do. He
y'all
does. He
arguments
does.
are legendary.
He does. He does.
So, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw the premiere that
Big head Kevin.
Kamala was gonna be on Club Shay Shay, and also, fellas, ain't nothing wrong with buying the yeah. Hey, well, y'all know what I advocate for, so I mean, it is what it is. Kev, we coming up on that time, and the little one keep staring a hole in me. Wait a minute. So, what age should a man move out of his parents' place, and who's going to be his father's figure? I mean,
Question.
if he's able to move out though, like why would he need a father figure? Like, I mean, pertaining to what?
I would say this. Can I answer that question? So I always say this, right? The most important thing to black men, men and boys, are mentors. I would tell that guy who asked that question, find a mentor. It could be somebody at your job, it could be somebody on the internet, it could be a friend of yours, or it could be somebody on this panel. You know what I'm saying? Look, with me, I'm always open to mentor men. Yo, hit me up. Whoever asked that question, you can hit me up on my email or in my DM on social media or whatever. I'll drop it in the chat if you really want to talk and need some help. You know what I mean? But I will always, if you don't have a father figure, or I wouldn't say try to find a father figure. I would say find a mentor. As far as what age should you move out, I would say if you're wherever you're at in life, like, I mean, if you're 18, 19, 20, 21, you're with your parents, I would say, listen, if your parents are not pushing you out, they're allowing you to stack up some money, I would say save. I would say if you can, save between $5,000 to $10,000 and move out. If you can. You know what I'm saying? I think a good cushion is about 5,000. And if you got your move-in fee on the side, I think that's a good cushion to have. Or 3,000 to 5,000. And start from there. If you're a man that's breaking up in a relationship, and you question if you should go back home to your parents or get your own place, I would say get your own place right away. If you can move in with a roommate, start out there, and then get your studio efficiency or 1 bedroom or something like that if you can afford it. But at the end of the day, I think you should just get that independence, get that alone time for yourself, like Trev say. Put a year in, put 2 years in, like Kev say. Learn to love yourself, like Mike say. Learn to love yourself. I got you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So I would say immediately though, work on it. Have a plan. If you're a young guy, have a plan and work on getting yourself answering that guy question. But I think it should be something else. But go ahead.
First and foremost, I want to say I'm such a 2-year-old. I get it. But Mike is right. It is what it is. I ain't gonna never let it go. Number two, I will say this. That's why we need good parents. Because a good parent, if you have good parents, your father is gonna be strict. Hey, I don't know what to tell you, but it's time for you to get up out of here, young man. Right? They're gonna let you know. And the mom is gonna be like, well, daddy's right, but here's some things you should know before you go. Or here's what you should do, or here's how you should structure it. That's what happened to me. My dad died when I was 3 months old. Everybody, I've had 3 fathers. My second dad died when I was 6 months old, and my other one wasn't really a nurturer. He was more of just a straight provider. But he let me know, hey, you got to do that. You want to get out, you want to be a man. And my mom was like, hey, I love you. You always have a place here, but I think you need to go out and learn how to be a man on your own without me being over you, without me telling you what to do, so you can learn to make decisions on your own. And she let me know, she was like, hey, this is a good step. You want to have this, you want to have a bank account, she gave me nuggets of the world to let me know, look, it looks easy because I'm doing it, but I've been doing it so long before you were born that I'm going to try to give you as many jewels so it's successful for you, but you got to get out. Good parents will let you know. People think good parents are just, oh, I'll do anything for no, a good parent. The job of a parent is to have no more jobs. That was the best quote I've ever heard. The job of a parent is to have no more jobs in references to that child. You do everything for that infant when it comes out the mom, and when that child gets out your house, there should be nothing else you got to help them with. That's a perfect parent. And mine wasn't perfect, but she was closer to perfect than bad. Because when I left the house, I had good credit. I had a bank account. I had money in it. I had my name on her account, so if there was an emergency, I could hit that. But I also was told, don't come back. But when I needed to come back, it was come on back, now get your ass out again. You know what I'm saying? It was come back, but you're only coming back to stack chips to get your ass out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel a lot of people are missing. They don't have the good parent, and that's why Wayne, myself, Trevor, and I'm gonna let y'all know this. I know I talk a lot of trash about Kev. That's my bro. Outside of his hatred of men, Kevin got a whole lot of good advice. He got a whole lot of knowledge on certain topics, just not men. And he will give it to you if you talk to him. Just got to get past the man hating part. But he a wise young man. And I'm telling you, me and him talk all the time. And that man says some stuff every once in a while, but I look at him like, Kev? What? Like I almost inducted him into the Mike is Right group once. But he too wrong on man stuff. I can't let him in. But all these are some good dudes. So listen up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Good
moved out
looks.
I moved out when I was 19. After I got, because I was supposed to go to the Navy. After I got discharged from the Navy because of the car accident, I officially moved out when I was 19. Was doing real good, really, really good. Came out, I gotten some issues. I had to come back home for like 6 months. When I was about 22, yeah, and then into 23 is when I moved out again, and never looked back. But yeah, I you know what? I actually want to touch on this on a later show because I do feel like there's a double standard. Well, because I've said it, I even said it. Like my daughter can stay here as long as she wants. But if I had a son, I don't think I would feel the same way. I just don't know yet. But yeah, I'd like to touch on that in a future thing. But I left when I
Can
was
I ask y'all a
19.
question? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No,
Men on the panel, can I ask y'all a question? Do any of you guys have
hold
a
on, because
mentor?
I'm about to put the damn the
Oh, we gotta
Vulcan.
go. Oh, I'm looking at time. My bad.
About to put the Vulcan clutch on this
Oh,
little
my
girl.
bad. My bad. I'm
Sitting there
looking at
rushing
time.
me.
Yeah, it's time to go. Time to go.
She's in there rushing me for
It's 8
something
o'clock.
that's on for
We'll
something
pick it
that's
up on the next show.
on DVR that we could just play back from the beginning.
We'll
As she
pick it up
should.
on the next show.
What? I know it's gonna be a good one. It's wrestling. All right, whatever. All right, man. Yeah, I definitely want to touch on this on the next show though, because I got some thoughts on this, but I'm very interested to hear what everybody else says because it's definitely a double standard. We always kicking boys out, but not the girls. So yeah, I definitely want to touch on this. I had to put this in my to-do list so we could touch on it. But Kev, go and give you a closeout, man, before I had to go over there and regulate.
Hey, Mike put it beautifully. That is a very smart young man, and I know he wants to be right all the time. I'm gonna say he's right more than 50%. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. But yeah,
You
man, I
said
know it sounds
52% last time. You can't drop me.
okay. I'm gonna say he's right more than 96%. There we go.
I respect that. I respect that.
But yeah, man. I know I sound rough on guys, but I mean, I'm all about accountability, and the world ain't gonna get better if you just keep putting blame on the women or other people. it's got to start within you. So yeah, I'm kind of over like the negativity shit. Like I'm gonna be pushing more positivity. Like, yo, stop beating your meat all the time. That's why you're depressed. That's why you're sitting at home, scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, because you keep doing that. Yo, I'm gonna be pushing that. I'll be pushing the Bible more. I'll be pushing like, yo, like, listen, you say you're lonely, like go to the store and talk to somebody. Like it's legit that simple. And I'm not even the type of person to like, just mouth and just talk just to talk. Like, yo, I'm putting this into practice. Like I'm legit not watching porn for 28 days. I'm legit not doing this for 28 days. So if I can do it, there's really no excuse. So if you use the word can't, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Verbally, with permission. But okay, that's my outro. But
So
good talk, y'all.
Kev, let me ask you a question. That nice young lady that you brought over here.
Don't start. Don't start.
All
Don't
right,
start.
we'll talk.
With him every week about that girl.
We'll talk about it behind the scenes, man. Wayne, go give your close out.
Yeah, I'll push back on the masturbation and stuff, but we'll talk about that later. Crazy. Get out of here. Stopping porn. Anyway, yeah, anyways, nah, man. Yo, great show. Kev, Mike, Trev, man, appreciate y'all boys. Great show. That person who asked that question, I don't know who that is, but
it's
if
Cliff.
you're looking for, it's Cliff. Oh, okay. All right, I know who it is. I can't see the chat, so. But anyway, good show, fellas. We'll do it again next week, hopefully. Man, y'all have a good night. Remember, man, hey, I agree. Love yourself. Learn to love yourself. Learn some independence. Another thing too, find hobbies, man. Find hobbies. You know what I mean? And find mentors. You know what I mean? If you don't have a mentor, if you don't have a father figure, man, if you don't have a man that you can go to and open up to and feel secure to talk to, find one. That's your assignment, men in the chat, men who are listening, men on the panel. If you don't have a man that you can go and open up and talk about anything, or that you can talk to about finances or whatever it is, go and find one. That's your assignment. Peace out. Good night.
All right, Wayne. Mike, gonna take us home.
First, I'd like to say I'm disgusted. I believe I said a whole lot of fire things, and I should have got the new fire thing that you had ready. I should have got 2 of them.
You know what? I was trying to drop one, but you kept going because you don't know how to pause. I ain't want to cut you off.
I can agree, but you can always cut me off to say fire. You can always cut me off to upgrade myself or to tell me I'm doing wonderful. There's always room for that. Never let that hold you back in the future. I would like to say, chat, you were on your thing today. Cliff, I don't know whose body snatched you, but you've been a lot more logical and making a lot more sense lately. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on, but keep it up. One of these days, I might actually kind of not despise you so much. No, I'm playing, but but keep it up. You representing. I appreciate it. Chat, you were doing your thing. I got 3 members. There's 3 members of the Mike is Right. Me, I'm the president. Zay is the vice president, and Bones is the director of security. You know what I'm saying? He handled everything because he ain't no joke. Mike is Right is open. We're taking applications. Trevor has 2 of them in, even though he's tried to cross his name out on top and put Beard Man. I knew it was him. It's weird. But I want all of you to know that at the end of the day, I'm here for you. I got love for you. If you want to holler at your boy, you can. My email and all that stuff in there. If you know somebody else, they'll direct you to me. I'm here with all the advice because Mike is right. And at the end of the day, just know, no matter what, I will always be right. I'm right below the Lord when it comes to whether I'm always there. The Lord is 100%. I'm 98. Holla at your boy. See that's called hate. What Trevor did. That's hate. But thank you. Y'all have a good night.
Man. All right, Mike. Damn. I got nothing else to say. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Appreciate everybody that came out, man. Hey, man, shout out to the panel. Shout out to the chat, man. Really, really enjoyed it. Love the barbershop conversation. Mike literally put the Lord and then himself. I mean, no buffers, no nothing. He ain't, oh my goodness, he ain't put no kings, he ain't put no president, he ain't put nothing. He put the Lord and himself. So hey, you can't, there's nowhere else to go from that, man. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Tape Fist Politics, this Wednesday for Wrestling with Reality, this Friday for the interview with the brother Ashra Kha. Hey man, with all that being said, I leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Until tomorrow night, peace.
Why are you so aggressive, black man? I'm like, it's a no-win.
Always aggressive black man.
What's up, man?
Wayne.
Mike.
Oh, okay. Hey man, cut the sexiness out, man. Ain't no women on the panel. Man, we on here talking all sexy.
He just goes on. He just went off on you like that just for no reason.
Yeah, man.